The Daily Beast has obtained the latest round of email exchanges between Tucker Carlson and his former Fox News colleagues. What seems to be a pattern that we're learning through these leaks and from these messages is that Tucker felt trapped at Fox, even though he was, raking in $20 million a year thanks to that pretty lucrative contract with Fox News. So let's get into it. Here's what he said. Newly revealed texts show Carlson complaining about Trump's election fraud lies hurting the right-wing cause. He says it's so sad, he's gonna break some stuff. He already is. I wish I knew where to run, but I'll die here. Meaning die here at Fox News reporting on Trump.
Yeah, I find that really interesting. So number one, that tells me that he wasn't quite as rich from the Swanson fortune as we thought. Because if you have a couple $100 million bucks, the $20 million a year that Fox is paying you is still material, but not the end of the world, right? So I think that he mainly, it appears, got most of his own personal money from media as opposed to the Swanson fortune that he inherited, right? So that's one thing that it tells me, because these are private texts that he definitely didn't think were ever going to be released. So it's a rare occasion where we get to see an honest Tucker Carlson that actually tells you, because he's not telling you, the audience, he's telling a friend and an ally at the time what he actually thinks. So he thinks, I'm stuck here at Fox News, I hate it.
That's so crazy.
And
it's not the first time he said that. So previous reporting on these exchanges indicated that he had said something similar before. So I've got 4 more years here. I'm stuck with Fox. Got to do whatever I can to keep our numbers up and our viewers happy.
But look at that. See, that's so interesting because he keeps talking about how he's got to keep the viewers happy and he's got to keep lying to them to keep them happy. Lying about how Donald Trump is great when he actually thinks he's a demonic force, a destroyer, and he hates him, right? So if he was free and wasn't like, he feels like he's compelled to lie, but not because necessarily Fox News is making him lie. Remember, Fox News actually told the truth on election night and Tucker got mad about it. We also know that from the texts. So he was livid and trying to get reporters fired for telling the truth about the election. So he actually feels more captured by the audience than he does by Fox News executives.
Let's go to graphic 4 because I want to get into specifics in regard to reporters he wanted fired for actually reporting the truth, right? And I think it's probably because since he was pandering to his audience, reporters fact-checking Donald Trump probably made him look bad. I think that's what his line of thinking was. So Carlson let Jesse Waters know his anger toward correspondent Jackie Heinrich, whom Carlson and Sean Hannity wanted fired for fact-checking a Trump tweet. He stated, quote, "This girl apparently works for us in the news division, though I'd be stunned if she's ever broken a story," Carlson tweeted or texted. She was on Twitter last night calling out Hannity and accusing Trump of planning to steal the election. Can't continue.
Now remember, Tucker Carlson thinks that Donald Trump is lying.
Yeah.
And he didn't win, but he's livid that a reporter would actually say something true on Fox News. He's like, get her fired. She's gonna embarrass the rest of us by saying something that's true. I mean, she disagreed with Hannity when Hannity was telling a perfectly good lie. That's just amazing.
Okay, so I actually wanna have a conversation about this audience capture angle to his text because I think it's fascinating and I don't think that this is something that only impacts hosts at Fox News. I think this impacts everyone, including rinky-dink YouTube creators, Twitch creators, it doesn't matter, right? Because at this point, all of us are kind of siloed off into our ideological corners. And as a result, if you have built an audience based on a particular political leaning or particular political ideology, if you ever say anything that threatens that ideology or counters that ideology, the audience loses its mind, right? I think that happens across the board all the time. So like this notion of, I want to speak freely. Okay, clearly he wasn't speaking freely at Fox because internally he's exchanging messages indicating that like he can't stand Trump, he's a demonic force, the election wasn't stolen, he's doing all this damage to the Republican Party. But then publicly he was telling the audience exactly what they wanted to hear, which was that, oh yeah, there was election fraud and poor Trump and Antifa stormed the Capitol on January 6th. Like he told all sorts of lies publicly to appease the audience. I just think it is a problem. And I think the right thing to do is say what needs to be said regardless of how your audience reacts. But there are very few people in the media who are willing to do that.
So, and I think you're making a super interesting point.
Of course I am.
Okay. Because if you take that just one step further, you realize in Tucker's mind, the censorship is not coming from Fox News, it's coming from the audience. The audience isn't allowing him to speak freely. So he's not mad at Fox News, he's mad at his own audience. But now that he's gone to Twitter, is that gonna change?
No.
Because number one, we know what Tucker's real opinions are, and they are deeply right-wing and potentially even more racist than what he says on air. So, okay, I guess Elon Musk will let you say that. Okay, fine. So if Fox News was keeping you on a leash about your even more racist views, okay, then you're unleashed on that, and I get it, right? But you're still gonna wanna get an audience, so you're still gonna have to tell them that Trump's their daddy and he's the most honest, wonderful, angelic guy in the world,
right,
when you don't believe that at all, and we all know you don't believe that. So you didn't get rid of the censorship at all because it's the audience that's censoring you. Now, by the way, Anna's also right that that happens all across the political spectrum.
Yep.
Okay, and so we are very vigilant about it here, and we've time and time again said to our own audience, we love you, brothers and sisters, but the orthodoxy that is coming from our side is not correct. And whether it was Obama's the greatest politician of all, president of all time, or the Democrats know what they're doing, the Democrats are honest, or now with some leftists saying, oh no, only the most radical position is the correct position. We've defied all that. Find me someone else that has. Because most people are tough guys until it's their own audience. Then all of a sudden when it's their audience, whichever slice of the political spectrum it is, they melt. And they go, oh yes, sir, absolutely, sir, what do you want to hear? No, you've got to deliver the truth, whether it hurts or not. You've got to be honest, and none of these guys are. And of course, Tucker Carlson is actually the perfect example of the guy who's the least honest. So on Twitter, he's gonna find himself in the same exact cage he was at Fox News. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.